Well, I mean, like, but we were gonna play some music that was gonna be like ramping it up. Oh, we're getting ready to go live, everybody. It's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
I already played those songs, so.
Here comes Jeff and Nick. They're gonna kick some ass. It's gonna be lots of fun. All right, well, let's pretend that we're not live yet, and I'll say 3, 2, 1, go, Nick.
Oh God, yeah, and so Alanis Morissette, because she's from Canada too. That would have been the best Jordan Peterson thing ever. We're at 0 viewers now.
Hey, excellent, fantastic. Where are you?
I
Oh,
don't know.
fuck.
Hey, look, 33 viewers came out of nowhere. Much where I was with them, and I'm still nowhere to be seen.
And you know what's awesome?
Our Lady
Now,
Peace.
now
I agree,
OBS is not wanting to pick up that monitor.
I'm thinking, why, yeah, Superman is dead.
I'm gonna fix it. I got it. I know how to fix this fucking bullshit. God damn it.
Tiger is saying right now the Twitch globalists are trying to take you down. No, you know who I blame? You know who I blame? I blame the following people. I blame drunken peasants. I blame lords of the night. I would blame Magog, but he had the good grace to schedule his show in a considerate manner. That's right. I don't care if Satsu is the new daddy. That happens every day to other people. Congratulations, Satsu, on is that his first?
I think it's his first, actually. Yeah.
His first child. Guess what? You know what? It's all downhill from here, Satsu. You're gonna really love pushing them on the swings and reading to them, and then they're gonna grow up, and they're not gonna need you anymore, and then you're gonna have to just annoy them, which is, well, it's a definite perk. I'll be honest. Quinn was furious with me yesterday.
Was she? Why? What'd she do? What'd you do?
Oh, I spent the entire day just trolling
just fucking
the living
with it.
shit out of her. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I remember seeing those videos. Those are great.
Yeah, it was great, and she actually did buy that sign at the mall specifically for her door.
Did she? That's great.
Yeah.
Here,
Yeah.
I'm fixing this. I know how to do this. We're gonna do. Yeah, the screen capture will really only pick up one of my monitors, and it's the 4K monitor. So it's like
This whole stream just got about 70% prettier. Yep.
What a shit show! Oh my god, what the fuck?
Yeah. Yeah, it's quite a thing. Quite a thing we got going on here.
It is quite a thing, isn't it?
See, this is why I oppose people like Jordan B. Peterson, because you know what neo-Marxism would bring us right now? Central planning. Because any planning at this point would be helpful.
Yeah, it would, actually. Goddamn. Okay. Nobody fucking touch a goddamn thing. It's working. Just, it's fine.
Jeff's face is the size of my vape. He's like Charlie Kirk all of a sudden.
It's because I was leaning backwards. The depth perception on this lens is not good.
Forced perspective, everybody.
See, when a man is reduced down to the base components of his soul, I don't know.
Jeff's head is as tall as a Pabst Blue Ribbon can.
I did not get a chance to play with the not Jordan Peterson thingy. Mm-hmm. It's so weird. I'm supposed to be looking here, but now you're over there.
Yeah.
Anyway,
I just keep it all dead forward. That way, like, the audience can get the impression that I'm looking at them, even though I'm just looking at the soulless, unblinking eye of a Logitech C920.
Indeed. Well, you
it's
know what,
a bit like my last girlfriend.
Some people do. Some people put like googly eyes on each side of their webcam. They say it really helps them focus to like engage. I believe it.
What? Well, yeah, but I mean, when I make videos, I do my best to like dehumanize whoever I'm talking at, because if I see them as human, I'll worry about their opinion about what it is that I say.
Spritzer.
White wine spritzer.
White wine and some tangerine La Croix.
So, you're still on that White Claw shit?
No. No. I'm not. I can't fuck with it anymore.
Yeah, it's fucking horrible.
Yeah, it's really bad. It is legitimately bad.
Have you thrown it up yet?
No, not yet.
That's fun. Ooh.
Ah,
That's ooh.
I'm gonna skip it. If it's all the
Oh.
same.
I'm not ready to shave this damn beard off. So, yeah, it's been an eventful couple days, hasn't it? We're barreling towards the new Great Depression. That'll be fun because I've been looking for an excuse to get back to thieving.
Well, okay, hang on a second though. So memory came out and she was like, all the stocks are fucking dropping. I'm looking at my investment app and everything is like collapsing. Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah.
Is it really that bad?
Yes.
Oh.
Yes. I mean, Trump is effectively calling for an embargo on China, our largest trading partner in the whole world.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Because of
is
the
that all?
tariffs. Because of all the tariffs and all that shit. Like, they bought 60% of our soybean crop, which was our largest agricultural export.
Right.
And now they're buying it all from Brazil instead. And curious that, isn't it, when you think about it? Because China's negotiating to buy soybean crops from Brazil at the same volume they bought them from us previously. And all of a sudden now the fucking Amazon is burning down.
That's funny. Makes
That's
you
some-
think.
Some globalist stuff right there. Now, I don't want you guys getting too distracted with, like, international economic malaise, trade wars, the burning down of one of the biggest producers of oxygen in the planet, because do y'all hear about these Antifa kids?
Microsoft is down, Disney's down, Starbucks, Ford, Alibaba, Bank of America, Fitbit, and GE all going down. That's crazy.
Yep. Now we're fucked.
Wow, Tesla, Twitter, and then there's only one thing going up right now. One thing. Bitcoin. And guess what I bought at a monthly low about 5 days ago?
That must be nice to have disposable income.
I don't really have any disposable income, but I was just kind of like, I have a little bit of money. I'm just going to like kind of toss it at it. Like $20. Wait, was it 20 or 40 bucks?
I put 20, you put a...
Oh, so together it's like 60 bucks. Right. So like 60 bucks, and that 60 bucks has turned into $74 instead.
Damn!
14 bucks, baby!
See, I am investing in the future by helping to craft a deep and abiding neurosis in my progeny.
I'm going
'Cause
to
that'll-
be mega rich.
Yeah, I'm not sure how it's going to help anything, but, it passes the time.
Sure. I mean, well, everybody needs a hobby. Thank you so much to the raid there, or the Lesser Saints Discord. Appreciate you. Neo Gabu tossed some bits, says Jamiroquai. Jables Bogley resubscribed 13 months in a row. Brainwash 12 months in a row. 1 year today. Bless the Saints. Bless you. One Canuck 14 months. 14 months. Jesus, it's about time you boys put a ring on it. How about a cock ring?
If the economy crashes, we might be able to afford a whole bunch of
Sex toys.
secondhand engagement rings.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah, because let's be honest. There's one thing that drives, divorce rates. It's the news cycle.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Bad news is good for investing. Neo Gibu, first month, and also Nick Head P, first month. Thank you very much for the subscriptions. Anime Moon with the $5 says, well, my wife is starting to recover from getting 3 teeth torn out, and it's a long weekend. What's that noise? Oh boy. Well, I'm probably gonna have to fix whatever's wrong with the next screen, but we're gonna have to look and see what this is. At least we're getting our Anime Moon article out of the way early,
Yeah. Whoops.
So it could be worse. Damn. Okay. Yeah.
I really need to lose weight.
Why? Just because you're
Because
so...
I'm feeling fat and sassy.
I feel
By the
fat
way,
and
guys,
saucy all the time too.
when I was hosting solo earlier, I wasn't lying. I'm not even phoning it tonight. We're on like a Marconi machine right now.
What the fuck does that even mean?
What, Marconi machine?
Yeah, what does Marconi machine mean?
It's like it was a telegraphy kind of thing. Wait, hang on. I think it was.
I thought Marconi was like a fucking driving commute DJ or some shit on the fucking radio.
Hey, wow, wow, wow. It's Marconi in the mornings. Yay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it?
No.
Marconi was a phony.
Marconi macaroni
Marconi
was. It's now known as Kraft. Okay. By the way, Kraft stocks, they're gonna go up when people start hoarding instant mac and cheese.
Okay.
That's why. See, you know what? Everybody laughed at me when I started making my own bread and saying, "Hey, I want to make my own cheese and my own hooch." And now, Also, learn to make ammunition. It's going to be a handy skill.
That's gonna be a big one, yeah. Holy shit. Man. You know, I went to go shooting. I went shooting the other day with some of Memory's cousins, and I had a really good time. But the thing was, I was actually supposed to do some recording, and I had too much fun shooting guns that I forgot to record.
That'll happen.
That's so dumb.
I was supposed to do some recording yesterday and today, but I was so preoccupied with a deep-seated sense of existential dread that I just completely forgot.
I get that sometimes. Sorry,
Yeah.
Anime Moon says, "What's that noise?"
What the fuck is he doing to that horse?
Hello there, saddle boy. Rolf is preparing a bowl of cereal softener for Rolf's cow.
I hope he knows that that is not a cow.
Oh god, is he milking that horse?
Come grow to it, this green boys. Taste Rolf's cow milk.
Don't do it, Cell. That is not a cow.
No shit, Kermit. I don't even think that's a horse.
Come now, saddle boy. Indulge in Rolf's milk.
Get your creepy horse molester hands away from me.
You dare insult the son of a shepherd?
Ah, shit, he's got a fish!
Yadaha!
Does anybody else smell eggs? I'm relatively certain I must be having a stroke just about now.
Nick, do you wanna do you here's the thing though. Here's the thing.
Did you switch your mic?
Huh? No.
Oh, there you are.
Okay. Here's the thing. This is gonna make you real upset. Guess how many views that video has.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
More than my entire channel, I'm gonna guess.
I'm kind of retarded.
It was published on the 14th of this month, and it has 209,000 views.
Yeah.
And guess how many subs that channel has?
No.
391,000.
Yeah. That seems about right.
That was one of the most unfunny pieces of shit I've ever
You know, I know. You know what? I mean, it doesn't surprise or bother me actually. Like yesterday, I fell down a rabbit hole. Not even a rabbit hole. You ever like? I've got this weird habit where if I get like a shitty tweet or a shitty comment, like flung at me,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna respond, but I want to know what kind of person, like who it is. And I've discovered when it comes to like Twitter, for instance, if you look through a who they follow list, you can sometimes get a pretty good representation of where they're at.
Sure,
Same thing,
sure.
Same thing with a subscription list on YouTube. Now, it's one thing if they like follow and subscribe to a whole bunch of shit. Okay, they won't like a whole bunch of shit. But if there's a very specific sort of aim, well, a shitty comment came through, and now it's just curious, and now goddamn fucking atheism is unstoppable is still at it. And one of his most recent videos with over 15,000 views is him debunking the myth that the Central Park Five weren't in fact innocent. we're doomed. You know, that's why trade wars, economic depression, saber rattling, threat of nuclear annihilation, none of this really bothers me anymore because there is no future.
My thing, well, the only thing I can. Wow. Okay. Look, regardless of whether or not he has a good argument or whatnot, why? What's the point? Why do that? Why do that?
To be edgy. Edge is currency these days. And yeah. And G Money in the bank. Let me tell you, G Money. Confessions,
I'm kind of retarded.
especially then, were all very typically coerced. In fact, when I studied criminal justice, the unfortunate douchebag Bernie Sparks, that was his actual name. He was a veteran sheriff, and he was in the National Guard for a long time, so he was very certain that he had experience disarming nuclear devices, even though he never did. Yeah, oh no, he was really, really big on the notion that in an investigation, a confession is the single most important thing you need. Now, every other detective instructor that we had, the DAs that were teaching us, the actual criminology professors, they all regarded that as largely full of shit, especially because, well, I've been interrogated by police, and they just really love that confession because it's a really easy out, and they will lie through their fucking teeth to get it. So,
Yeah, they will.
yeah.
That happens all the fucking time.
Yeah.
It's just such a weird thing to choose to put your time into. Like,
Well, it's the classic question, though. Who's the bigger fool, the fool or the fool who follows them? Because that douchebag's been around saying dumb shit for a long time. And it was something it's something I came to realize recently. I mean, like, there's the whole fucking Minds IRL debacle going down right now. And when you consider, it's like, yeah, it sucks that, like, you know, there are things such as The Blaze or Turning Point or One America News Network. It does suck that these things exist and that there are mindless saps running it. But the worst part is there are legions of equally mindless saps who just lap it up. So.
That's true. Yeah, I don't know. It's a weird thing. I am pretty sad they're not gonna get their event, regardless of how I feel about it ultimately. Okay, let me a couple of things real quick, and maybe we can talk about that a little bit because that's interesting. Anime Moon, keep sending those in because honestly, like, they're always awful, but it feels like part of the show at this point when you send awful things, and when they're not awful, it's a wonderful delight, and so I appreciate them.
Yeah, and they kind of like they bury themselves in the subconscious.
Yeah.
Like mind worms.
Yeah, I'd forgotten that we'd ever seen a Devil Artemis video, but you'd sent one to us before. I
Well,
remember.
I think it's like the fourth one we've seen at this point.
Maybe, I don't know. I've done a lot of drugs in my life. Mickey Ficky says, I will not stand for the absence of Nick's glorious beard. How else will I objectify him? Got a point. Crab90 says,
Maybe I'll shave it down to like a Tony Stark, you know?
I think that'd look okay. Crab90 says, the Amazon is burning, economies are becoming more volatile every year, and Big Dick Energy is losing steam. We're all gonna die, have some fun. Maybe. And Catharsis says, we guys get Olive back on the show next week. Her next Sunday is her ethereal birthday. If she's not busy and we don't have anything else going on, yeah, sure, why not?
It'd be fun.
Yeah. Hang on.
A lot of fun last time.
So the Minds in Real Life thing is actually really interesting. Obviously, me and Nick both have some strong feelings about it that are different. You know, you and I are not necessarily like aligned in how we feel about this, but you know, I still very much believe that, you know, you should have their little event, let them say what they want to say. Yeah. Protesters getting it shut down, that's bullshit, of course. But I think the thing that probably stings the most now is they lost not only Shoehead and Armored Skeptic, but they also lost Brittany Someone, or Simone, or whatever her name is.
I don't even know who that is.
She's very, very left-leaning feminist YouTuber. She's actually really cool, really, really cool. But yeah, well, she had to drop out too.
Well, see, I mean, like, so for one thing, as two people who participated in Kilroy, we know that, like, trying to pull these things off in general is exceptionally difficult.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but I mean, in truth, I mean, no, I don't agree with it being shut down or like the threats that come in or any of that shit. I think the event itself is just a culture war YouTuber circle jerk.
Sure.
But that's it. That's a market now.
Yeah.
Look, how long did we all go before we actually heard about the Amazon being on fire? But oh my God, we couldn't stop paying attention to Andy Know Nothing.
Right. I know. So, saying that Shu and Greg might catch hell, I don't think so. I really don't think so. Here's the thing that's also kind of interesting about this. I am pretty sure that most of the people that are bowing out of the event at this point wanted to bow out months ago. I would almost guarantee you that is the case because of how everything has evolved over the past year since people started getting attached to this whole thing. So, I mean,
let's keep in mind too, like the real fucking headliner is Sargon.
yeah, Sargon and
And-
Nicola.
Yeah,
And maybe Shu.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, it's I'm just reminded, like, the before, actually, I think it was before Kilroy, I went and spent that weekend before then crashing with Vernaculus down in Boston, and that was when the Proud Boys flew Carl over for an event where there were a number of Franco-fascists. Kids sitting around arguing about extolling the virtues of Franco-fascism.
Mm-hmm.
That's who the audience is now. That's that's the red pill set. It's the I guess do we still call them the alt-light?
I would say I'd say the alt-light is probably pretty accurate.
Yeah.
Which is also really funny because like there might be some people who are left-leaning and Antifa that are like protesting the event. But I gotta be honest with you, man. I'm pretty sure the people that are putting the most pressure and like campaigning the hardest are probably alt-righters, probably, but they're posing themselves as leftists because that's what happened with the whole Patreon thing.
Oh yeah. No,
And
yeah,
most-
actually, yeah.
A lot of
I
people
forgot
still
about
don't
that.
even realize that. A lot of people are still in the impression that the reason why Sargon lost his Patreon was because of leftists. No, it wasn't. It was a fucking concentrated campaign launch. I watched the whole thing happen. I warned him it was happening on fucking 8chan. Like it was absolutely definitely from fucking alt-righters. So I mean, I don't know,
And
man.
and this is this is what this whole thing has evolved into. I mean, circle back to 2014, made some sense. You see these
Sure.
zany Technicolor dipshits, working in BuzzFeed and taking over The Guardian and every other publication they could get their roots into.
Yeah.
You had Sarkeesian like sowing her horse shit everywhere. And then it just kept evolving because then first we get shithouse provocateurs like Milo becoming big stars. And now, I mean, if you look at it really in the culture war, it doesn't even really matter who it is or what side
it
they're
doesn't
on or
matter.
anything.
It doesn't
It's
matter at all.
all bullshit merchant provocateurs, the sides and the little armies of the Proud Boys and the Antifa. Like when those kids go out into the street, none of them are trying to make a point. None of them are trying to make a point. All they're there to do is fight each other because they think it's like, some great struggle. We got to save the West. What
Oh,
are you
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
saving it for? I mean, everyone involved in this shit has lost the plot. And what really dismays me is as we see the rise of this new media celebrity culture, right? We're not getting any more Christopher Hitchens. We're not getting any new Buckleys. We're not getting any new George Wills. We're not getting any new Chomskys, whatever you want. There are no real, genuine public intellectuals anymore.
Right.
Because you need to be able to listen to multisyllabic phrases strung together over longer periods of time that aren't just commenting on headlines from shitty BuzzFeed articles.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's also fucking exhausting, and that's the main reason why I think a lot of these people wanted to jump out of it. It's the main reason why a lot of people, and it was a topic of conversation, has been actually for like a good year and a half among people who are very much into the skeptic shit. of like, nah, I'm out. Nope. No, I'm fucking out, man. I'm just out. I'm out.
You know-
Nobody wants anything to fucking do with it anymore because it was always bullshit. It was all. It's like you said, man. It's all marketing. It's
Yeah.
marketing. That's all it fucking is.
You know what I've been one of the like a channel that I've been pretty much like my go-to channel now because there's a fuck ton of content and it's for the most part almost all entirely really interesting is biographics.
Okay.
So you ever seen Simon Whistler, bald British guy, really full beard, really like 20-minute biographies on like everyone from like Stalin to Hitler to Goebbels to Houdini to Charlie Chaplin. That was an interesting one. He was a terrible fucking person. Charlie Chaplin.
He was not an easy person to get along with, that's for
He
sure.
was a fucking hebephile, dude.
Yeah, that too.
Oh, yeah. But I mean, it was funny though, because like when I hear these biographies on these people who brought these new schools of thought, be they fascist, communist, socialist. I mean, it's even interesting when you find out, like when you actually really look into the history of Marx, for instance, right? Everyone's like, Marxism is Stalinism. No, it's like, no, actually, Marx like wrote extensively saying, no, we can't have big, fast revolutions because that'll end in centralized authority and tyrants. Oh, shit, keeps happening. And what I realized, though, is that I think it has to do with the internet. I think it has to do with social media and the speed of information and the speed of debate and discussion.
Sure.
And how it's nothing, nobody, I'm sure there are people out there, but, back then it was, you sat around, you spent a good long time thinking about the problems that your world is facing, and you try and devise solutions. And especially like the late 1800s up through like, the early 1900s, new ideas just kept rolling in because people are like, hey, I got this new idea. We don't have that anymore. There's no new ideas. It's just recycled garbage from the past. And they take like the worst elements of those things and say, okay, this is what we're going to run with, which is why you have so many people who are like, I'm a communist. No, I'm an ethno-nationalist. I believe in this, and this is my new political religion. And nobody's actually like thinking like, maybe there's a new idea out there we could try.
I had this really interesting experience today. There was a guy that I used to follow quite a bit back in the day, in the culture war days. But he was always a much more right-leaning kind of guy, very much, falls in with like the more Sargon end of the whole skepticism kind of thing. But he was gone for a while. He didn't really watch any YouTube. He wasn't on Twitter or anything for like over a year, maybe a year and 3 months. So he comes back, and right out the gate, like everything he's saying is just so fucking dumb and so cringy, and it's so unbelievably social justice warrior-y, except right wing. And it was amazing to see it kind of like getting thrown back to, it was like I was opening up a time capsule and there he was, just spouting off a bunch of shit that really didn't have any place anymore. And it was really, really strange. I don't want to put him on blast because he's not a bad guy. He's just dumb. But he was not a YouTuber. He's just a Twitter guy. I'll tell you later. Yeah, it's not important. But I tried explaining him, like, you have to understand, dude, you're being a social justice warrior. Like, it was about the Hassan Piker thing. I pointed out that this guy was trying to drag Hassan Piker, but he was one of the creative directors for Turning Point USA. And I didn't say anything about Hassan because I don't like Hassan. He's a fucking dick, dude. Whatever. But I asked why he kept having so many kids in his organization that like to throw Zig Heils and blast out N-bombs and scream white power. And this guy took umbrage, thinking that I was defending Hassan Piker. And he wanted to tell me how much he respects veterans. He wanted to tell me how virtuous he was in his respect for veterans. He wanted to signal to me how inappropriate he thought that joke was. And I tried to explain to him, like, do you know what you're doing right now? Because I don't care. Like, I don't know why you're wasting your time. One, because I don't care. But two, can you smell what you're cooking? Can you smell it? It was
Well,
weird,
but-
and he didn't get it. He didn't understand.
But I think I mean, you mentioned Hassan Piker though. I think it's a great way to put it is, and I've lamented this before. We're never going to see Gore Vidal face off against William Buckley again because we're too busy listening to Hassan Piker argue with Diamond and Silk.
I'll give Hassan something. He has
He's got a good rep system.
Oh no, he obviously
shoulders.
the dude is a fucking beast. That's why he calls himself Hassan the Hun. He's a giant motherfucker. He's yoked out like a. Anyway, so no, the thing that I'll give him is that he has an incredible abrasive wit, but that is not enough to shield him from because what he said was fucked up. I understand. I saw the whole clip, not just the little bit that was clipped out. I saw the whole context of it. I get his point, but what he said was just fucked up and just shitty.
Well,
I'm not gonna get mad about it, but I'm just gonna that was shitty, dude.
Well, it pisses me off because, in the same way that these retarded tanky kids running around, right, espousing Maoism and shit, make it all the much more difficult to rationally argue for incorporation of certain socialistic principles into an otherwise capitalist society. Guys like Piker come along and if you actually want to talk about a history of shitty intelligence ops and foreign intervention which leads to situations like we have now, dipshits like him make it even more difficult because it reinforces the flagophile narrative as Thompson put it after 9/11. We're getting right back to the get a brain Morans level of mindless flag waving, and then it's so what, Code Pink's gonna come running back out? Is there gonna be a new anti-war left that frames war as being bad because it's white supremacist patriarchal colonialism? Fuck off! Can we not,
please?
You make it so difficult. It makes me wish that I'd gotten a law degree.
Larry says, hey, I know shit's rough this week and the world is literally on fire, but here are bald-shaven Dutch gabbers dancing to J-pop, so I'd say we could still have our fun waiting for the comet. Much love as always. Sorry, say that again? What?
I am so confused right now.
These are bald Dutch gabbers. What's a gabber? Chat, what's a gabber?
What's a gabber? I was kind of hoping this was going to be that Japanese twerking anthem.
Anime Moon said, I'll be mad at Hassan because I had a family that were 9/11 survivors. Dude, that's one of the reasons why I can't defend, I can defend his right to say the joke, but I'm not going to say that the joke was in good taste. I have a friend whose dad died in the fucking towers. He got crushed to death. He got smooshed.
Hardcore
dude.
Techno fan from Holland. Oh, okay.
Alright, anyway. Cool. Anyway, no more negativity. Let's go. Yeah, I'm with you.
I think I could dance like this.
Do you think so?
It's kind of it's like doing the Carlton after a big bump of coke.
It's kind of like doing the Carlton, what?
It's like doing the Carlton after a huge bump of coke.
I mean,
White people dancing. I like it. This is what happens when white people dance.
ugh.
And this is what happens when white people start dancing and they're not in a formation.
Ugh. God, my tummy.
Oh yeah, I get nice. What is this song, dude?
Next up, we're gonna spend the rest of the night watching anime music videos of typo negative songs. Oh my god, I wonder if there is any still.
I am sure there are. I'm actually I don't know if you caught it, but like a couple weeks back when I had to do midweek by myself, I think it was midweek. Um, I decided to start playing random music over the footage of that wonderful DSA meeting.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. Well, like if you slow that shit down and you play "Gimme Shelter," it's like you half expect the building to explode at some point and then like credits to roll.
Yeah.
Magical.
Man, I used...
Larry saying those were my moves back in the Thunderdome days.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. No, there's definitely a lot of those. I don't know why I thought there might not have been, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
You know what's weird too is like when back in the day when anime music videos first came out, I thought they were the coolest fucking thing in the world. But that was back like when Evangelion had just recently like finished, and that was like the big thing. And what was the...
Well, that was also back before we learned that if you put music to a video, your mind syncs it up for you. I still go back and watch our DMX Cats trailer.
Oh yeah.
And I'm still routinely impressed with how perfectly it matches up. And I gotta ask, I'm like, is it actually matching up, or is it my brain doing that Dark Side of the Moon thing?
Yeah, probably that, honestly. Yeah, I don't know, it's weird. The shit, damn it, fuck, brainworms.
Evangelion.
Oh no, I remember what it was. It was I remember the one that like I was obsessed with. There's two. One was 9 Inch Nails The Becoming, and it was like Evangelion and Akira, and then the other one was like, I don't remember exactly what it was, but it was like a Raised in Black song. Pretty much, back then I was about 18 and I wore a black leather trench coat. So look, I don't want to.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah. It was funny because a buddy of mine I went to college with, he was this big, like Filipino-looking dude. He was like half Korean with Filipino blood, and then his dad was like a German American.
Sure.
Yeah, well, like, so, yeah, he was a big metalhead, great fucking thrash guitarist, and lived in his mom's basement. I mean, everything was just on the nose. But yeah, he used to actually produce those anime music videos a whole bunch. And then by the time we got into college, around like 2005-ish, he like cringingly showed myself and a couple other friends, a few of them. He's like, yeah, this is what I used to do all the time.
God.
No.
Actually...
No, this is Naruto. Is that Buckethead? That's Buckethead. Okay.
I actually found the fucking anime music video from way back in the day, like uploaded damn near in like the beginning days of YouTube. Uploaded on July 25th, 2007.
Well, that was like one of the big things that YouTube was back then, wasn't it?
Anime music videos, yeah. Well, I mean, this one came out way before YouTube was even a thing, though. I remember it was like all over the place. You'd basically have to get it off of things like LimeWire, eDonkey, eMule kind of shit, like way back in the day. But yeah, it was crazy.
Well, it's it's an art form that persists through the ages.
I think the resolution on it is probably worse than a Shoe on Head video.
I'm kind of retarded.
Hang on. Can we just look at it just for a second? Just for a second. I want to see it. All right. Come on. Just for a minute. I want to see this. Play. You don't like the song?
Oh no! I like the song. No,
Oh,
I'm
okay,
just
okay.
I'm not saying like this matchup. I mean, the matchup is what it is, but just watching the animation itself, I'm just like, God damn! I can't believe I grew up watching shit like He-Man.
Yeah, it's a bit troubling, isn't it? Yeah, it's strange. Akira still holds up to the test of time quite a bit. But yeah, don't talk shit on The Becoming, man. My teenage dick was jerked so many times to that fucking song, all right?
Oh no! Listen, any 9-inch nails that happened, before Trent started getting your ordinary aches and pains, as it was.
Yeah.
Because the modern stuff is. Ugh.
See, somebody just said the Fragile's better than the Downward Spiral. You can leave. Door's right over there. Door's right over there. Just go ahead and go. It's all right.
Yeah.
Just go ahead and go.
I mean, one thing we can say in truth is like even bad 9-inch nails, in reference to their full discography, is still good. It's just, yeah, it's like, well, I mean, the worst you can really get with anything that Trent makes is typically the worst it can be is meh. Like I checked out the new Tool out. I checked out some of the tracks on the new Tool album, and it's yeah.
A bit of a hot take. I don't think Tool has really put anything decent out since Lateralis. 10,000 Days was shit.
Huge fan of Lateralis, even.
It was half of it was great. Half of it was great. The other half was like.
Well, what was the other one?
Anima.
No, Anima was great. I'm saying after Lateralis.
It was 10,000 Days, and it was awful.
Yeah, well, both of those albums felt like albums that Maynard put out just to let everybody know that all because Perfect Circle was a thing, that didn't mean that Tool was over. Because everyone, like, when Perfect Circle blew up, and they were the shit for a good long while.
Oh, yeah.
But I remember when they were blowing up, everyone was like, oh, Christ, Tool is over. Oh, shit. And it's like, you do understand Maynard has, like, the only person with more projects than Maynard Keenan is probably Mike Patton.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Although I'm still pissed that he left Green Jello and he left Revolting Cocks.
Maynard was in Revolting Cocks?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
What?
I knew about Green.
Yeah,
I knew about Green Jello.
No, he was in Revolting Cocks. Yeah, man.
And I knew about Pussifer.
And he was in Pigface, kind of, but he never really got into Pigface. Not like the rest of them did.
Wow. Yeah, Revolting Cocks was. Man, when I found that shit, I was like 14. I want to say.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was the sort of thing. It was like before we had hipsters, and so when I got into that shit and I started listening to it, even like a lot of my friends who thought they were into really heavy shit, I'd be like, oh yeah, no, that's cool, yeah, no, but listen to this, and they're like, what the fuck is Beers, Steers, and Queers? What the fuck is wrong with you? I'm like,
yeah,
it's good music, it's great.
Anime Moon says, I personally think like this right now. If I just want to piss off either side of culture war idiots nowadays, all I have to do is say the simple phrase, "Weebs have won the culture war." Try it sometime. It's beautiful to watch. That's pretty good.
Or I think another one to try is when they start in on whatever side it might be, just be like, yeah, but the important question is, what's your fursona?
Ooh, I had a really hard time today because I really wanted to defend Hassan Piker. Not because I wanted to defend him, but just to piss people off. But I was like, that's too far. I'll just leave it alone. But it was really hard. Oh, man, I really want to make people mad. Catharsis says, hey, Jeff.
I've noticed since you adopted the Tweed Holiday persona, you're welcome, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
That I sort of Christ no. I mean, like, if people knew the lengths to which I am the background executive producer of so many big things on the internet, you'd be amazed. But yeah, I actually recently just got asked to do the voice. I told you about this, but I got asked to do a voice narration for a documentary someone's producing on Gamergate.
Oh yeah.
I can't wait to see that script just so I can be like, wrong, very wrong.
Wrong. Yeah, it's gonna be great. Yeah, no, I don't know. There's something freeing ever since I became Tweed Holiday on Twitter.
You're Samuel L. Jackson now. You're young Samuel L. Jackson.
Yeah.
He's unflappable.
He is unflappable, and I've just been fucking with people so hard. Oh my god. Catharsis says, hey Jeff, did you see this video where people were moshing a chicken attack? Yes! Yes!
You should know that a man with the power of nature future can bring you to the end of your life. And you should know by my
Maybe I was wrong.
stripes
Maybe
and
we
look
will
in
be
my
okay.
eye that you're about to be muscle free. Forced to give up. To give us taking my time. Watch your back before it fades to black. There may not come much to chicken out, chicken out. Go chicken go. Go chicken go.
This is amazing.
Really. It's like watching Bernie Sanders play basketball.
Yeah.
Perhaps you're the money I gave you this chicken to die. You won't have to steal again. Go chicken go.
The lead singer even then was just like, you could tell there was points in which he's like, no, I need to let the master work. Okay, that maybe there is hope for the future after all. And if Japanese chicken yodeling is what brings it, I'm okay with this.
That
Actually,
was wonderful.
if somebody could take that video and please tweet it at Smod for real to convince Smod not to crash right away. Like, at least let the chicken attack guy die peacefully.
All right, let's see. What is this, Yami? What are you doing here? Yami says, wait, didn't we already see this one? I think we already saw this one.
Well,
Okay. Yami says, you know what, fuck it, I'm depressed this after all the shit, so I'm going to make you watch this and we'll all laugh. But I think we already saw this. No, maybe we did like 200%.
I hit it 20. Hey.
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. I believe you.
Oh, I don't think we've seen this one.
Tell us a story. Tell us a story.
Okay, well, it was last Friday night. I was walking home from the bar, and this woman started coming towards me. She was staggering, you know, so I figured she was drunk.
Whoa. Okay, tell us, be honest now. How many drinks did you have?
No, man, I barely had a buzz on.
Oh, come on.
Look, just listen, all right? She got closer, and I got a good look at her. You had to see her eyes, her nose, her whole face. It looked like it was rotting.
Yeah.
She looked like a corpse, like a walking corpse, man.
Sounds like my wife.
I've never seen anything like that. I haven't been able to sleep
Okay.
since that night.
All right, calm down, buddy. Calm down. Just, hey, you gotta stay strong, okay? Don't give in to fear out there, right?
Yeah, well, you got that right. If you freeze up around these things, it'll sink to teeth.
Come on. It's just getting good. I need some sleep. Oh, shit.
serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy.
Okay.
Just tell us a story. Tell us
So if you want to skip to 1,000, it's at 340. All
Walking home
right.
from the bar, this woman started
Should we just skip to 3,000 to 1,000?
You know, so I figured she was drunk.
Yeah, let's skip to 3,000 or to 1,000. Yeah.
Look, man, I'm serious, okay? I saw this with my own eyes.
Oh, I believe you, buddy. I believe you. Just tell us a story. Tell us a story.
Okay, well, it was last Friday night. I was walking home from the bar. And this woman
What the
started coming
fuck?
towards me. She was staggering, you know, so I figured she was drunk.
Whoa, whoa. Okay, tell us, be honest now. How many drinks did you have?
Oh, man, I barely had a buzz on.
Oh, come on.
Look, just listen.
God damn
She
it!
got
What the
closer,
fuck?
I got a good look at her. You had to see her eyes, her nose, her whole face. It looked like it was rotting.
Yeah.
She looked like a corpse. Like a walking corpse, man.
Sounds like right away.
I've never seen anything like it.
What the
fuck?
Calm down, buddy. Calm down. Just you gotta stay strong. Okay? Don't give in to fear out there, right?
Yeah, well, you got that right. If you freeze up around these things, it'll sink to pieces.
Come on. Just getting good.
Ah!
Need some sleep. Oh, shit.
What the fuck, man? That's crazy. What the?
$1,000%.
What do I do? What am I gonna do?
This is horrifying.
Yeah, this is pretty gnarly.
Wonderfully.
No one's around.
What the fuck?
That's weird.
I fell out of sync, but
Okay. All right, man. It's good. It's good. It's good. It's good.
why is it? Fuck.
What's
What the fuck is happening?
what's it doing?
Alright. It fell out of sync, and then every time I reopened it, it just started auto playing again.
No.
There we go.
Okay.
That's a better.
Better.
That was
Let's do
Jesus
some.
Christ, that shit's horrible.
Let's do some news.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, to start out with, so as we all know, our fundamentally retarded president said he wanted to buy Greenland. They're not selling, because why would they? But the Flemish, well, they're offering to sell part of Belgium now for €1. That's a steal. Not really sure why.
Who the
But all
fuck
the
are the
same.
Flemish?
The Flemish,
Who's the Flemish? Where do they live?
Belgium.
Why aren't they called? Why aren't they called Belgianese or Belgians or?
I'm American. I have no
Belgradian?
idea. A group of Flemish nationalist politicians on Thursday joked that President Trump could buy a portion of Belgium at a steal for only €1.
Phlegm is
Danish
what you
leader-
cough up when you're sick.
Well, maybe that's why they're called that. The youth wing of the New Flemish Alliance tweeted a proposal for Trump to purchase Wallonia, a French-speaking left-leaning region of southern Belgium. The new this is basically like when they're like, derp, 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 I hope California falls in the ocean, fucking libtards.
Okay.
Yeah, the new Flemish alliance is based in Flanders, a portion of Belgium that has seen a surge in nationalist and separatist Flemish parties in recent years, Euronews reported. Dear President, I don't even know what their accent sounds like. I need to find out. Yeah, €1 in Wallonia is all yours. Call us. Hashtag Greenland is not for sale. Jong Niva, the youth wing of the new Flemish alliance, read the tweet. What the fuck? Who wrote this? Still, if you scroll down, though, that little picture there is... I don't know.
That's charming. That's charming.
It is. It is. I mean, you know, those buildings are eyesores no matter what state they're in. But, and I don't mean the old ones, although that looking at that makes me want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance some more. Yeah, the tweet was accompanied with a photo of the Trump building, resembling the one he did over Greenland. It was just a joke aimed at a young Flemish audience going along with something trending on Twitter. Nothing more, Jean Neva. President Lawrence Van Crayinist Van Creinst told
Where the
Euronews.
fuck are you reading this?
It's down in the article.
I'm looking. I can't. Oh,
Down?
okay.
Yeah, try that name.
Van Crayonist.
Yeah, just make me look like an asshole. Fine. Sincerely hope there's still room for humor in politics, especially young people need that. The NVA won 43 seats in Belgium's 150-seat parliament, and for some reason 150 seats in Belgium means that 1/3 of the country is actually in the government. Trump's idea to buy Greenland was met with ridicule and disdain from nearly everyone who heard of it. The Arctic island is semi-autonomous Danish territory with a population of around 56,000 and is not actually where Bjork is from. That's Iceland, the place that's actually green. Denmark's Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen called the idea absurd and said Greenland is not for sale. I was not aware that this was in question. Frederiksen's response seemingly bothered Trump. Cancel the scheduled September visit to the country, saying he's going to take his ball and go home and play Nintendo.
So Larry is Belgian or Flemish, pardon. And he says, just so you know, my country elected actual fascists, and those are the ones who want to sell the lazy part of the country to Trump for €1. Yeah, crazy, man. That's wild.
Well,
wow.
Yeah, and for some reason in this article, Denmark is a very special country with incredible people, but based on Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen's comments that she would have no interest in discussing the purchase of Greenland, I will be postponing our meeting scheduled in 2 weeks for another time, Trump tweeted in a fancy accent.
Hang on, I gotta know. Hang on, we have to know.
Welcome back to Heritage Emotion. Last December I promised you guys a video about Flemish and it's finally ready.
I'm gonna hear what Flemish sounds like.
What do you guys know about Flemish?
Nothing. Don't even know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Wait, so it's Flemish a language or? Wait, what?
Yes. Sounds really weird. It's kind of like Icelandic.
Do you know which country it's from?
No. Finland? No, it's Finnish.
Do you know where it's from?
Finland?
It's like Dutch, Belgian, because Belgium has 3 official languages, right? French, German, and Dutch.
It's a Belgian variation of Dutch.
Oh.
And it's spoken in the Flanders of Belgium. That's where the Flanders field the poppies grow. That's where it came from. It's the Belgian variation of Dutch. So what do you think it might sound like?
And maybe like German, it sounds really angry.
Huwelijk? Sorry, ik ben in de war. Wel, we hebben de details nog niet uitgewerkt. We hebben een paar dagen nodig om alles te plannen. Mag ik u voorstellen, prins...
It just sounds like German. It just sounds
Everything
like
sounds like German if you're Jewish enough.
Well, okay, all right. Let's just put that one away right now. Ooh.
Larry, he says it's Dutch. Yes, Dutch, or as they like to say in Dutchland, Deutsch, such as Deutschland, Germany, German. You're all German. All of you are German.
What is going on?
Well,
the chat is talking about Bam Margera. Is there something happening with Bam?
Did he Ryan Dunn himself in?
I don't think so. It says he's headed back to rehab for the third time in a month.
Bam.
Wow, dude.
Don't. Well, Jamie, bring that up. That'll be our next news item.
Wow. Oh man. There's a TMZ one. I don't know if I really want to. Well, fuck it. I guess so. I mean, I care about Bam Margera. I loved the Jackass crew for a long time growing up. You know.
CKY was my jam, not the band. Although I did dig some of their shit back when they were, new, and I was young. But yeah, I mean, I'll always remember Bam and his friends setting that rental car on fire.
Look up fuckface unstoppable bend my dick. No.
I'm looking at.
Yeah, go ahead. Here on TMZ, Bam Margera, I'm going back to rehab after another relapse. He's put himself back on the road to recovery on the heels of leaving rehab yet again, ending up at a bar. He's about to give rehab another shot. He's voluntarily entering a new rehab facility on Thursday, knowing full well he needs help.
Oh, it's a music video that Bam put out.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
All right, hang on.
You can get it on Spotify and Deezer. What the fuck do these? Oh, and okay, Fuckface Unstoppable is his artist's name, I guess.
I'm gonna be honest with you.
I guess you very commonly will get struck if you play that song. Yeah, I can't do every single video for $1. I can't. Otherwise, we're not gonna have any show. So I can't do that. On my stream it's fine, but not on this one.
Oh, so he's going in for alcoholism.
So this is what's weird.
I raised my pint to you, Ben.
Bam had an intense session with Dr. Phil a little over 2 weeks ago when he was urged to complete a 60 to 90-day treatment program. He entered but left after a few days. So he got arrested last week following some bizarre behavior at LA's Lux Hotel. Hours after his arrest, he was admitted back to rehab but didn't stick. As it takes a third swing at treatment, we're told he still has Dr. Phil's full support.
But does he have his cell phone number?
Bam.
How long have you thought you were Batman? Oh shit, wait, that's a different show.
Now, Mr. Margera, you attacked me when I was trying to go to work by slapping me on my tummy tums on my way to my pickup truck so I could go tow some vehicles for the city. Wait, no, I'm sorry.
Now, Bam, you need to stop putting giant boxing gloves behind signs in my studio. My crew, they all have concussions, and none of them are midgets.
It's funny that you can do such a good Jordan Peterson that you do Jordan Peterson when you try and do Dr. Phil, but I can actually do Dr. Phil.
Well, I'm sorry, I've never met Dr. Phil because
That's right, I did
all
meet
of
Dr.
my
Phil.
problems I keep inside.
He's a big motherfucker, by the way. He's huge.
He was a football player, wasn't he?
He was a football player. But I mean, like, he's the thing is, like, you see when he's standing up on the show and you're like, wow, he's a big guy, but then you're actually there and like he's at least 6'6", if not taller. Like
I think Bill O'Reilly's the same way.
Oh yeah, Bill O'Reilly's fucking huge too. Yeah, these are like giant fucking men. They're weird.
Okay. Is Dr. Phil like puffy?
No,
because
he is thin.
Because Papa Bear is Bill O'Reilly. He's a very puffy man, and I don't mean like he's fat, although I'm sure he's kind of fat. But his face, it's punchy, but it looks like the punches are filled with some kind of viscous fluid.
Oh sure. No,
think,
Phil. The cameras and the lenses that they use in the Dr. Phil show make everybody's face seem smushter, like this, like wider. In real life, Dr. Phil is extremely gaunt, super gaunt. It's weird.
Skeletor.
Mm-hmm. You wouldn't
He's gonna
expect.
face.
He has the weirdest like body shape. Like he's got this super long like.
Jeff was checking out his body.
Well, I mean, I'm sitting right
Man.
next to the fucking guy. Come on. But he's broad and tall. This massive like frost giant of a fucking human being with like this really gaunt like thin face. And then
You know
he
you should
talks like this, like a man whose last name is McGraw. And
You
you're
should
like,
send
okay.
him a Viking battle axe as a thank you present, and not explain it.
I could try. I think he'd probably.
It'd be
get
great
it,
if you could
though.
just do a show and he'd just sit there with this giant ass double-sided fucking battle axe there.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like ranch or else. Okay. I'm sorry.
He's such a good dude. I had a good time.
Steve-O has been making the news lately too.
What's Steve-O doing?
I don't know. Last thing I heard about him, he's clean now, but he's still fucking nuts. So he scaled a giant crane with an inflatable orca to protest SeaWorld.
Oh, that was a while ago.
Yeah. Yeah.
What is
Yeah,
Steve?
he's an
up
animal
to?
rights activist.
Yeah, I'm fine with him being an animal rights activist, but like I don't know. He can be kind of a fuckhead sometimes, but he seems like he's actually been pretty cool lately.
Well, he's not on coke anymore.
It's funny because like Bam is falling apart, and Steve-O is the one who's like, "Yeah, man, I just stopped doing all the fucking smack, you know." You're like, "Wow, good for you, dude. Cool."
Following in the footsteps of both Robert Downey Jr. and Ricky Gervais.
Yeah, well, I mean, if it works, fuck, man. Don't
Ricky Downey Jr. Vase.
Ricky Downey, what?
Rickard Downsy Jr. face.
So is Morton Downey Jr. Related to Robert Downey Jr.?
And will we ever see a Harry Connick III?
I'm seriously asking though, because there's a Morton Downey Jr. Morton Downey Jr. Is he related? I mean, he doesn't look like it. That's for fucking sure. And he's dead too. He died in like 2001. But like, was he related at all? Let me see.
Is the Dark Phoenix Joaquin and River Phoenix's sister? I'm not even joking. I'm just very stupid.
No relation. They, in fact, were not related at all. Morton Downey Jr. and Robert Downey Jr. are not related even a little bit. Wow, that's crazy.
Hey, did you know that Eleanor Roosevelt was given away by her uncle Theodore Roosevelt, who was a distant cousin of Franklin Delano Roosevelt?
Did you know Morton
And
Downey Jr.'s best role was Predator 2?
I agree.
It was!
Yes! Wait. Who was he?
Hang on. Morton Downey Jr.
Danny Trejo Jr.?
No,
Danny Trejo's an NA sponsor. That's pretty cool.
All right, hang on. Here we go. I got you.
It'd be like you get Ron Perlman as your NA sponsor, and you just keep relapsing because you were disappointed you didn't get Rhea Perlman. Yeah, Bill Paxton. He's my favorite.
That's Bill Paxton. But then I don't know why this is such a shitty clip.
It's Danny Glover.
And it's the reporter, the shitty reporter guy. That's Morton Downey Jr.
Donald Glover's dad's in this movie. Oh, him, yeah.
That's Morton Downey Jr., yeah.
How could I forget him?
Your job is to root through your garbage somewhere else, pal. Fuck yeah. I walked all over Nick's joke. What joke?
I made a joke.
Larry Kubiak says, here is real Flemish with English subs. Can't remember if I said this one already, but fuck it. My mother tongue is French, by the way, not Dutch. But I like my Flemish brothers, even if they can be cunt sometimes. That's fair.
Please,
het feit, je bent 15 jaar samen, dus je kent elkaar door en door. Ja, dan denk je dat je een goede kans maakt, hè.
Eerst mevrouw de koptelefoon, u mag de antwoorden niet horen. Hoort u mij? Top. Meneer, 3 vraagjes. Wanneer heeft u voor het laatst seks gehad?
Oh, oké.
Ja.
Dat is wel direct een heel persoonlijke vraag.
Wij zijn heel direct.
Wanneer? Ja, ik zal wel meespelen zeker. Gisteren.
Gisteren.
Ja.
Met wie?
Een vrouw, uiteraard.
Met die vrouw.
Ja.
En waar?
Ja, dat wil niet lukken, want dat... ja.
Eerlijk antwoorden,
ja. Op de keukentafel, maar dat is echt eenmalig. Dat hebben we eigenlijk
op de
nooit gedaan. Maar ja,
pikant.
dat wil niet
On the
lukken.
kitchen table, you
ik was wel
sluts.
verrast door het soortement van vragen, maar... Ja, je bent bezig en je staat er eigenlijk niet bij stil. En je denkt natuurlijk vooral aan dat weekendje Parijs. Ja.
Mevrouw. Mooie muziek. Voor u ook 3 vraagjes? Ja. Wanneer heeft u voor het laatst seks gehad?
Seks gehad.
Ja, ik reageer hetzelfde, maar zeg het maar schatje, ik heb het ook gezegd. Zeg het maar.
Ja, gisteren. Met wie? Met mijn mama natuurlijk. En waar? Waar was dat? Dat zeg ik niet, hè.
Ja, maar ik heb het ook gezegd, schatje. Ik heb het uitgelegd hoor. Ja, je moet het
Waar?
niet doen.
Nee, dat zeg ik niet. Dat zeg ik niet.
Maar schatje, nog geen vraag voordat we de dingen hebben. Dus...
Gratis weekendje Parijs.
Zeg, ik heb het ook gezegd. Zeg het maar.
Waar? In mijn poep. Dat is spijtig, we zijn aan de keukentafel.
Ja, maar dat vraagt u toch niet? Op de keukentafel heb ik gezegd. Ik heb toch niet...
Ze hadden ons toch dan uitdrukkelijk beloofd om het niet aan te zien.
In mijn poep?
En dan zit je naar de televisie te kijken met de 2 kinderen erbij, nota bene. 11 en 13 jaar. En begint dat dan maar eens uit te leggen.
Die keukentafel, die moet weg. Die keukentafel, die moet weg. Die kunnen wij niet meer gebruiken. Kunnen wij niet meer samen met de kinderen aan het ontbijt zitten.
In mijn poep?
We willen toch deze kans nu aangrijpen om voor eens en voor altijd te zeggen... Wij zijn zo niet.
We zijn zo niet. We hebben dat 1 keer gedaan.
Dat was gewoon eenmalig.
Eenmalig en nu nooit meer. Dus
Het zal nooit meer gebeuren. We hebben het 1 keer gedaan.
laat ons alstublieft met rust. Alstublieft.
In mijn poep?
In mijn poep?
Video post, what do you think that means in English?
Ass to mouth.
Well, see, I just remember, I remember that. I remember the first time I heard that joke was, was it Confessions of a Dangerous Mind? Sam Rockwell.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, and it's like they start the dating game, and it's like, where is the craziest place you've ever made whoopee?
In mijn boop.
In the boot? In me boot?
In mijn boop.
Such a good underrated movie. Sam Rockwell, we need more of you. Please don't die. Chris Pine, you're dead to me.
I had a problem with Sam Rockwell, though. I really did. Okay.
Is it like a problem you had with Sting?
No.
Did Sam Rockwell have sex with one of your ex-girlfriends?
No. That's not as far as I know. Shit. No, the problem I have with Sam Rockwell, it's not even his fault. I know it's not his fault. But he starred in a movie that I was looking forward to so fucking much, and it was so fucking bad that I actually got almost violent because I was so pissed off.
Hitchhiker's Guide?
No, Choke.
Because that was bad.
No, that was... Well, it's charming, though. I can still watch it. But it's not good, you know? It's still bad.
Which one was it?
It was Choke.
Oh. That was a real letdown.
Yeah, because it's an amazing book by Chuck Palahniuk, the guy who wrote Fight Club.
Which was not an amazing book.
Yeah, the book was kind of, the movie was great. Was great. Book was, it's okay. It's all right. It was a better movie than a book.
You could tell it was like not,
But
I'll be honest, I don't understand why people think he's like such an amazing writer, but
I can answer that. I can absolutely answer that. It's because the best parts of Chuck Palahniuk's books have never really been translated that well to the screen. Invisible Monsters is an incredible book. Incredible. Really, really good. It's a really good book. It's my favorite of his. And it would translate well. Haunted, his collection of short stories is very, very good. Lullaby is good. Rant is good. These are all very good books. It's just... The problem with Chuck Palahniuk is that people think that he's a genius, and he's not. He's just a really good storyteller in a minimalist, transgressive style. He's got one trick.
I've only read Fight Club, and I do remember I found it a really easy read because he has that kind of Hemingway-esque, like short, punchy sentence to the point.
Yeah.
No flowery language. Nothing. Almost no real style to speak of.
Well, it's a minimalist style, transgressive novel. It's like, have you ever read Irvine Welsh?
I
like
years
Phil,
ago. Yeah. No. I hadn't read Irvine Welsh. I tried reading Clockwork Orange.
Yeah. No, Irvine Welsh is kind of like the father of the modern transgressive novel. And he's incredible at what he does. Palahniuk was basically, he intentionally and specifically tried to take the idea of transgressive novels and make them into quick, pulpy, hard-hitting little bullets. That's the whole point. That's why he writes the books in the way that he does, is he writes them to be like fucking knife stabs. That's what reading his books are like. It's somebody's just stabbing you with a fucking knife every chapter.
I can respect that because, I write, basically, like, to me, a paragraph is just, it's 1 to 2 sentences, like I'm a 15th century French philosopher or something.
Oh, that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That's fair. But yeah, long story short.
By the way, my book's coming out soon, everybody. My book's coming out soon. I think I showed you the cover art.
Yeah. Yeah, I think you did too.
Great cover art. Judge this book by its cover. Please.
The last thing I want to say was basically like Choke was not what it should have been, although I was kind of happy about it for one reason, which is it was actually directed and produced by Clark Gregg. That was his debut.
And what has he done?
That's Agent Coulson. From like the Avengers and
Seriously?
Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. Yeah, that was his directorial, and I think, was it his producer? It's his director and one of his main screenplay credits was adapting Choke because he's a huge fan of Chuck Palahniuk. So mad respect to Clark Gregg, and for a first-time filmmaker's movie, I think he did okay, but I really wish it would have been better.
Well, from what I remember the film, like, for one thing, like, the light and color palette was all very, very sterile.
Yeah.
The cuts and progressions between the scenes, like, there were times in which you could tell, like, the editor decided to, like, put a little bit of flair into what he was doing. And then the rest of the time, it was just like, okay, now we'll move on to the next scene. Like,
yeah. Anonymous Rogue saying that Bret Easton Ellis is a great transgressive author too. Dude, I agree, 100%. He counts among the greats in transgressive novel writing. Somewhere on one of my computers, I actually have like a quarter of a transgressive novel written that maybe someday I'll finish. Yeah.
Yeah, writing's great because it's like, at any time you can sit down and just really get into it, and then most of the time you never do.
There was one, how sometimes you'll hear stories about a writer like doing a reading or somebody's reading a book and they get to a part and somebody faints because of the content of it. You've heard of that, right?
Yeah.
There is... Oh, shit. Okay, I'll get to that in a second, Neo Gibbu. There is a story, and it actually was fucking confirmed, of Chuck Palahniuk doing a reading from the book Damned, his short stories. And he got to the line, corn and peanuts. And when he said corn and peanuts, like, one person in the fucking crowd just went, ah! It fell over. Because it was that fucking gross. It was one of the most viscerally gross fucking things I've ever read in my life. It is really, really fucking disgusting. It's all about somebody trying to masturbate in a really interesting way, utilizing a swimming pool and suction and distension. It's real bad. It's real bad, and it's real descriptive. And then it gets to that point, and you're like, I'm putting this down. I put it down. I read it, and I'm like, no. No.
No.
I
was just gasped, by the way. I wasn't.
It was yeah, that was bad. Hey, Bar knows what I'm talking about. That shit was fucked up, dude.
Yeah. Angelic Nightmare is like, I have that book. And I noticed, Nightmare, you said you have the book. I don't see you saying what your reaction to that particular passage was.
It's so fucking gross, dude. Oh my god. Whew. Yeah.
Now I feel like I need to write something that will do that. Because now that I've got my first book out of the way, that essay collection thing, like they told me I'm free to write whatever I want now.
Sure.
Because they don't yet know that my book won't sell. So
do yourself a favor, go and grab like a used copy of Chuck Palahniuk's Damned, and just, if you don't read it, or go to the library or something and just read the first story, and if you can outgross that, like, I mad respect, dude. It is, because it is fucked up. But if you do
challenge accepted.
Yes, I want to know what you think about it. I really, really do. I want to hear what you have to say.
And because I'm trapped in this terrible shithole city,
yep,
for at least another few years, if I get that published with Clash, I can then go to the public library here, say, hey, I'm one of Manchester's 5 literate people. I wrote another book. Let's do a public reading. And then I'll read to the homeless people who camp out there during the day.
And maybe somebody will pass out.
Probably from their fentanyl habit, but all the same.
But it counts. It counts, and it's good. It's good. What's it called? Publicity.
Yeah. No, you know what? Actually, I'm gonna write a very short book, specifically about living a good, wholesome life, just so I can read it to those fucking scumbags who like haunt the fucking library. It's the worst and saddest thing. Like, here in Manchester, we've got a very old, like, white stone, marble floored, big awning atrium thing. In fact, one of my librarians might even be watching right now. He's a fan of the show.
Sure.
And yeah, it's a gorgeous building with this massive, I mean, like, massive tome everywhere. And 90% of the people in the building at any given time during its functioning hours are junkies passing out at the computer tables, looking at their Facebooks.
Speaking of living your best life, how about you start hitting this, and I'm going to piss real quick.
Oh yeah, Ruth Bader Ginsburg.
She made it, everybody. She made it.
She made it. I only found this one, like, I decided to look at this story because, well, I was pressed for time. I've felt sick as fuck all day, and I was like, fuck it, why not? But also, I like this woman. I mean, just because she just won't fucking die. Ruth Bader Ginsburg has been treated for pancreatic cancer. That's the one that kills everybody. In New York, the Supreme Court announced Friday in a split decision as to whether or not it was effective. The tumor was treated definitively, and there is no evidence of disease elsewhere in the body, the court said, with the ghost of Anson and Scalia saying, well, Are you sure about that? The 86 liberal icon's fourth bout with cancer. This is her fourth bout with cancer. The old bag won't die. In 1999, she successfully underwent surgery to treat colon cancer. She was treated for early stages of pancreatic cancer in 2009. Last December, Ginsburg underwent surgery to remove 2 cancerous nodules from her left lung. Medical scholars and professionals believe that if she keeps up this pace, by the time she reaches her 90th birthday, she will be 90% cyborg. Ginsburg, who inspired the meme Notorious RBG and was the subject of a documentary and feature film in recent years, missed oral arguments for the first time earlier this year while recovering from kicking the shit out of cancer, but then participated in rulings via court transcripts and in writing. Ginsburg health has long been an issue. The oldest Supreme Court Justice, Ginsburg, leads the liberal wing on the court, which is currently outnumbered 5-4 by conservatives. She said, "I've still got lady parts, and I'm not letting you tell me what I can do with them," while checking out the hospital. A 3-week course of stereotactic, I got it right. Ablative radiation, stereotactic.
Ablative.
I was testing you.
I know.
Ablative radiation therapy began on August 5th. The court said, Justice Thomas. Oh, I'm sorry. No, I didn't mean Justice Clarence Thomas. I meant a tumor was first detected after a blood test in July, and a biopsy was performed as well. Justice tolerated the treatment well, and that cancer was really sad. It had to go. Court said no further treatment is needed at this time because this woman will fucking not die.
Good.
Despite her recent health scare, Ginsburg's made a series of public appearances, including a concert appearance with Ja Rule, and continues to travel, hopping island to island and buying up property in Central America. She attended a legal conference in Lisbon this summer, joined by Justice Sonia Sotomayor and retired Justice John Paul Joseph Stevens, who died soon after returning. That's fucking... Why did... Pussy. She attended a Broadway showing of Moulin Rouge, got up on stage, did a number of can-can dances, and then threw Hugh Jackman over her shoulder saying, "I'm off for the weekend, bitches. See you later." Asked last month about any retirement plans, Ginsburg said, "This motherfucker death keeps knocking on my door, but I keep saying, listen, if you're not here to drop off my Amazon pantry package, I'm not fucking interested." At her age, she assesses it each year. "I was okay this last term. I expect to be okay next term. And after that, we'll just have to see." Because, you know, bitch just loves surprising you. Ginsburg also underwent heart procedure in 2014 to have a stent placed in her right coronary artery because her heart was like, "I can't keep up with this bitch no more." Notorious RBG, appointed by Democrat Bill Clinton. She was the one woman in Washington, D.C. that was not molested by the president.
We don't gotta go through the whole damn thing. It's all right.
Yeah, it's true. The long and short of it is, goddamn, for 86, why can't I have skin that good?
Yeah, dude, no, mine is fucked by comparison. Holy shit. I mean,
yeah, well,
thank fuck that she is still alive. Like, I'm not joking around either. Like, I try not to like be too, what's the word when you're just like blowing things out of proportion.
Oh, hysterical.
I try not to be too hysterical. I try not to like get all fucking nutty. But like, she needs to stay alive. And it would be really nice if she and all the rest of the justices could stay alive until like Trump's not around. And like, it's not even like a right wing versus left wing thing. If there was a Republican that was in the office right now, like Marco Rubio or even Ted fucking Cruz, and I really don't like Ted Cruz, I would not be like, she can't die. I'd be like, well, I mean, if that's how it turns out, then that's how it turns out. That sucks because I don't think it's gonna go towards my interests, but I accept it. But fuck me dead, dude. Like, come on. Just,
Well, once again, though, I mean, it kind of gets back to what we were talking about at the beginning, though. It's, everyone is fucking retarded these days. Because while we were debating a Supreme Court appointee for life, by the way, everyone was like, "Is he a rapist? Is he not a rapist? Oh, no, you know what? We need to get this guy in office just to teach the libs a lesson." Like, oh, you want to put a guy who basically manufactured a legal argument in favor of violating the Fourth Amendment wherever possible, and thinks that executive authority should be unquestioned and unchallenged. You want that guy.
That's what I keep trying to like. That's what I was trying to say with Kavanaugh when everybody was like running their mouths. Yeah, this that's the same thing. It's like when people were running their mouths about a bunch of shit that didn't mean anything. Like, yeah, but the guy is basically kind of like a ball washer, willing to just hand over power to the executive branch. That's not good.
He also doesn't believe. He also is not a fan of your privacy. Your privacy.
Yes, you, the person watching this.
He thinks that the police should be able to attach GPS trackers to your car without a warrant whenever the fuck they want to.
For no reason whatsoever. Never. No warrants. No due process. No nothing.
Yeah, I mean,
for security purposes.
Yeah, it's not a good thing.
No,
I don't think.
It's fortunately,
fortunately, I don't have to worry about that because as of right now, at least, I don't even have a car.
Yeah, that's true. Neil Gibbo says, fuck. No, actually, that's not what he says. I just knocked my earbud out. There we go. There we go with the earbud. Neil Gibbo says, roommate's editing rig died. Oh, fuck. Okay. Refresh.
Is Mills Lane still alive?
Now I have to shell out for a new MacBook. I don't know. Is Mills Lane still alive? That
I
sucks,
wouldn't
Neil
mind
Gibbo.
him being on the fucking Supreme Court. Beautiful head he's got. I don't know.
Mills Lane is still alive. He was born in 1936. How old does that make him now?
Well, the 64 plus 19 is 70, 83. 83? Is that right?
Maybe.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Sure, something like that. That's about right. Okay.
I'm a Jew. You can trust my math.
Yeah, I mean, Jack says, sorry about the vids. I'd love to stay up with you lovely peeps, so I really need to get to bed and get up early to ensure that apple cider cooks longer. Love you guys to stay amazing peeps. Love you. Let's see. Larry Kubiak says, and we got a special piece of news. Should we do the special piece of news first and then the song? Because this is a finisher.
That stupid piece of news, you mean?
No. I found something new that we need to talk about.
Oh, cool, because that other thing was boring as fuck.
Yeah, the rest of it was all... Yeah, we're not going to do... Okay, you know what? We'll watch Larry's thing, and then we'll talk about this, because this next thing is actually really interesting.
Okay.
And, yeah, so let's watch Larry's thing. Because it's actually pretty great. I'm really excited about it. There we go. Larry, they're okay.
You got away too, bad boy!
Bad boy! Don't wait tomorrow! I mean, yeah, if they could have like dialed the vetter down just a little bit, I think
we're not allowed to dial the vetter down in those days.
I
though.
know, but the vetter was a disease.
I mean, shit, I still remember, like, David Spade on Saturday Night Live talking about Stone Temple Pilots, like, pretty good band. Liked them better when they were called Pearl Jam.
Flies in the Vaseline wheel. Sometimes it blows my mind. Keep getting stuck here all the time. Is it you? Is it me? Search for things that you can't see.
I will say, though, one thing I did love about Stone Temple Pilots was that, like, never before, at least in my life, was, like, I don't want to say decline, because I thought almost all, like, I even loved Tiny Music, right? That was great. But to go from Core, which was, raw and 90s hard as fuck.
Sure.
And it was just like softer and softer and softer. It was basically like coming down off of one of Scott Weiland's heroin highs. It was graceful come down.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
Go from like, I am a man singing about rape to all of you to
yeah. That's
the tiny butterflies. Although I did actually really like Tiny Music songs from the Vatican Gift Shop.
Well, Addie's getting us banned on Twitch, so here we go.
Did
All right. Well, can just go ahead and retweet that.
Yeah. That's
Yeah.
important. That was important.
I wonder if I can retweet it with the Tweed holiday picture. What's the Tweed holiday picture? Oh no, I'll do this one. This is a good picture. There we go. Cool. All right, good. So here's the one thing that this is what I found, and I thought that we should talk about for the end of the show because this is pretty interesting. This satisfies so many nerd boners. Like for like, if you need to talk about this, actually, like seriously, this is kind of a serious thing right now. So like, maybe we should talk about this.
Sony and Disney coming to a deal.
Check this out. Oh, Game of Thrones star Kit Harington to join the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
I'm done.
Oh no. Oh, you sit right there. I'll tell you how Kit Harington is going to be the new Wolverine. But we don't know that. That's what I want to talk about. Because it's confirmed. Kit Harington is going to join the MCU. Who should he play? That's what I want to know. What should he play?
You ever see somebody and you say, why did I have to be me? Could be him.
Why do you want to be him?
Kit Harington? Well, let's see. What? Gets to do Game of Thrones a whole bunch. Gets to go home and bang the redhead who played Ygritte. Yeah, every fucking night. Now he gets to play fucking Wolverine. I don't know, who would he be though? I mean, that's a tough one.
So there is currently
Who's left?
No rumored specific movies that he's attached to. There are no forecasted movies at all. So the big question is, like, where would he fit? Now, keep in mind, Kit Harington can shave, so he doesn't have to necessarily play a bearded character.
Captain Britain.
I don't think Captain Britain's ever going to be in a movie.
Oh, damn it. The British is going to be so upset.
I liked Captain Britain as a character. He was a good... He was a good arrogant asshole character for Excalibur. I thought he was great.
And also, let's be fair, I don't care how old he is, the only person who could ever actually play Captain Britain is Cary Elwes.
Oh, no. No.
Yes.
No.
Yes.
No, there's got to be a better one now.
No.
No, you know who would be a great Captain Britain? James McAvoy. Because he is British. And he bulks up like a motherfucker, and he's a great character actor. He'd be fucking awesome.
Do you know who else wishes he was Kit Harington? The guy who played the other Stark brother, that I can't remember his name.
The other Stark brother?
Yeah, the one who got his head cut off.
Oh, Rob Stark. Yeah.
Yeah, Rob Stark.
Whoever played Rob Stark, yeah. Well, okay, so here's the thing. When I'm thinking about the Marvel movies, trying to think of what's going to be coming up next, like, sure, there's probably going to be like the next generation of Avengers, fine, but they just got back Fantastic Four, and they just got back the X-Men franchise, so those are theirs now. They can do that, and obviously, like the quick answer is, okay, Harrington could probably play a pretty good Wolverine. He knows how to look confused, like he doesn't have any memory of what's going on, and he can also rage like a pretty good.
Oh, and he's already got a track record of pining after dead redheads.
Yeah. Ooh. But the other one that somebody was talking about on the internet that I saw was that he might make a good Doctor Doom. Because, like, the thing is, you're never going to see Doctor Doom's face when he's, like, Doctor Doom, but you're going to see him when he's younger.
That's enough, Reed Richards. I'm about to take you out now.
Before he got his face all scarred up, and he was actually a rather beautiful, rakish man, So I could see them having Kit Harington play Doctor Doom. I don't know if he's a good enough actor to play Doctor Doom though. That's the thing that kind of makes me fucked up.
Honestly, well, I mean, who was the one they got for one of the Fantastic Four iterations? So the first one, Rupert, what's his name?
For Doctor Doom?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't remember.
Doctor Doom in the Jessica Alba era.
Yeah. Here, let me look it up.
He did. Oh, actually, well, Angelic Nightmare says Charles Dance Doctor Doom.
No, look, you know what? That would be fucking great.
Charles Dance Magneto.
I think he would do better as Magneto for one, and also like with Doctor Doom, you need somebody whose their voice is going to stay the same, but they have to look young because you have to have the origin of how he becomes Doom. So let's see. I think the first Fantastic Four with Jessica Alba was 2005. Yeah. Okay. Julian McMahon?
Is that it? No.
Yeah, that's who it was. Julian McMahon. He was the main guy from Nip Tuck.
Oh. I must be mistaken then.
Well, the guy they got the Doctor Doom from the other one was Toby Kebbell. And he sucked. He was shitty. He's never been anything good. Nor should he ever
this is
again.
How fucking out of touch I am, though. I can't even think of any other Marvel characters that are left. I mean, granted, with this beard, I could play Tony Stark, but not with this body, you know?
He's also dead.
Don't tempt me.
Okay, all right.
Who else would there be?
Walked right into that one. Fuck.
I mean, I for one think Woody Harrelson as Carnage is a terrible idea.
Yeah, that's an awful. That is an incredibly, intensely stupid fucking idea. You know who they should have gotten to play Carnage? I'd tell you right away. The dude who played Rorschach, and also played Freddy Krueger when they tried to bring Freddy Krueger back as somebody who wasn't Robert Englund. That guy.
Yeah. No, I could see that.
He would have been great as fucking Carnage.
Actually, no. I gotta push back. Because he's too like angry, psychotic. You need somebody who likes to play in people's blood, not just take it out of them.
He could do it. I think he could do it.
I
mean, fuck, man, we're talking about them having to build off of the abortion that was Venom. That movie was a fucking abortion. That was awful.
The only good parts to it were really when Tom Hardy was talking to the symbiote.
Anonymous Rogue, maybe that's who Kit Harington will be. Maybe Kit Harington will be Gambit.
I was thinking that, but I mean, for one thing, I don't know the dude's talent with accents.
Jackie Earle Haley, he's great. Thank God the Gambit movie with Channing Tatum was canceled. Look, hang on. Channing Tatum is not a bad actor. The problem with Channing Tatum is that he's not the most talented actor, so if he does not have a really good director, he doesn't do well, but if he has a good director, he does incredibly well. There's a gulf between a bad Channing Tatum movie and a good Channing Tatum movie, and it's very, very apparent that it's the director that makes or breaks those fucking movies. Magic Mike was a fucking phenomenally well-made and well-acted movie. Channing Tatum was a really good actor in that. Then, Jupiter Ascending happened.
Oh.
21 Jump Street was fucking art. I don't care. That was a great one.
I almost actually got to be in Empire State.
Did you?
Yeah, I auditioned for it, but when they kept wanting a New York accent for a character called Duffy, and I didn't have enough time to prepare because my agent wasn't Johnny on the spot. So I kept slipping into a Boston thing because his name is fucking Duffy. Sorry, it's just really Boston Irish.
My name is Doffy. Whatever. I don't get it. It's fine. But anyway, that's the whole thing that I was kind of curious about.
I got it.
I don't know who
I got
Kit Harington's going to be.
I got it.
What?
I got it.
What?
just so that we can break his streak of being like, having the best life ever. Force him to grow just a really dumb looking Tom Selleck mustache, and he can play Forge.
Kit Harington to play Forge.
Because fuck that character.
Nobody even knows who Forge is.
That's my point. Fuck you, Kit Harington. You do not deserve to roll all 20s every time. It's not fair.
You know what's not fair is the fact that Josh Brolin got to play two of the coolest characters in the Marvel universe. He got two awesome ones. He got to play Cable and he got to play Thanos.
And between the two of them, I can't actually pick one that I think he did better.
I know, they're both fucking great. He's fucking amazing in them. Josh Brolin is the new Daniel Day-Lewis. And Daniel
I love
Day-Lewis,
Josh Brolin, and not just because I had lunch with him once.
Did you really? Is he nice?
Well, no. This is part of the cool thing. I did background on Spike Lee's Old Boy, and so yeah, and that was a really cool day because I show up to set and I ain't got fuck all to do, so I just wandered around. I ended up drinking coffee and talking comics with Spike Lee's brother for like 4 hours, and we were doing this while that epic 40 ninja fight scene where he beats them with a hammer.
Oh, sure,
right?
sure, yeah.
That was going on. I didn't get to watch that being filmed because it was filmed in the Navy Yard down in New Orleans. That was all done in the Navy Yard. And, in fact, most of the movie was shot there. And, yeah, to watch, like these, 30 small Asian guys with rubber weapons, all in black suits, walk into this room, and then they shut this steel door, and I'm just standing at the coffee stand just talking with a guy who I found out was Spike Lee's brother. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
We're sitting in, I get sent to the background extras pen where you just kind of sit around in this big room and fuck around on your phone,
right,
until they tell you. And then they call for lunch, and so when you go to craft services for lunch, it's like A-listers usually go off and get some super expensive meal with each other. Then the second and third and fourth and whatever tiers of crew and cast, they all go and eat at craft services. And then the extras and the PAs, well, the extras go last, and I like to be dead last, because everything left is mine. So that's how I always do it when I'm on set. Even if I'm got a principal role, I want to go last. That way, I can take all the fish and I can take all the chicken that looks good and not feel bad for not leaving any left over for anyone else.
Yeah.
And so, I'm there alone at this point, going down this giant buffet of really delicious food, and out of the corner of my eye, I see this short-looking man in what looks like gray sweats. And I'm like, huh. And I glance real quick, and I see, he's got makeup on. He looks like dead or something. And he's dressed all in sweats. And then I look again, it's Josh Brolin. And I'm like, why am I getting food before Josh Brolin? And why is Josh Brolin eating here? And he's like, how's it going, man? I'm like, pretty good. And then I get my food, and the two of us he came with me, and we walked back to the fucking background pen where all the lowest level crew and the background were. And he just sat with us and had lunch with us.
That's cool.
And it was like, oh no, and he was super fucking not just nice, but he was really fucking cool. He's like, man, I love fucking filming here. This is the best fucking city. And we're like, yeah, man. He's like, you guys have the best fucking cocaine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Sweet, dude. Fuck yeah. Yeah, he's not that short though. He's like 5'9". He's like my height.
I mean, when you see him playing all these roles, he looks like a big guy on screen.
He does. He looks fucking huge.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, having met you a few times, and Josh is about your size, which is
he's just probably way fucking wider than me.
No,
no,
actually, I'd say you guys are about proportional. You're about the same size.
Nice, Josh Brolin size. Fuck yeah. I'm not fucking short. I'm 5'9". That's average as fuck, man. Whatever.
Got it short.
Fine, I'm short. I don't care.
Well, I mean, hell, I love the fact that I was told I was 6 feet until I got into the Army, and the Army's like, nah, you're 5'11". I'm like, what? Yeah, look, you're 5'11". I'm 5'11" and 3/4. Okay, Mr. My birthday's 6 months from now. I'm 20 and a half.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of how it works. All right. Anyway, I think that's pretty much everything. I don't think there's any. Oh yeah, Neil Gibbo says I still want Jason Momoa to play Lobo from DC.
It's Danny Trejo.
Yeah, I would be down with Danny Trejo. I think Momoa probably could have done good, but to be honest with you, and this might be kind of a deal breaker, and I hate to have to say it, but I'm gonna say
They need to stop making DC movies.
Okay, that too. But I was gonna say I don't like Lobo. I don't like Lobo. I've never liked him. Never liked Lobo. Never been a fan. Just nope, not my thing.
Yeah, and that deep fake of Henry Cavill's face. It's not good for Superman. We need to get Nicolas Cage the role he's always wanted.
How do I not like Lobo? I'm sorry, guys. I'm sorry. It's not that I hate him. It's not that I think he's a bad character.
Before we go, could you just check and see if anybody has done a deep fake of Nicolas Cage as Superman yet?
Yeah, I have. Oh God. Let me see. No, not a video about men drinking cow urine. God damn it.
Ice-T could play a Lobo.
Superman deep fake. What the fuck? What the fuck? How? Maybe. What is this? Okay, hang on. Hang on.
I have no idea.
Really? What the fuck? Hang on. Let's look. Let's look. I don't know if this is actually a thing or not. Let's find out. Do you hear anything?
No.
Okay. All right, hang on. Let me That was so funny. Did you not know about that?
No.
Oh my god, what the fuck?
Well, have you ever heard of caging?
Oh no, of course I have. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Bruce said something about you having to take us all to brunch.
Oh, see, now that's cold. That's a betrayal. I feel stung by that. Okay, but if I win, I get to tell everyone.
Deal. Which coast?
That's not that good.
You know, I've never seen the Pacific.
The Flash was the
Which
best
is that
character
way,
from that.
Because the sun and it's.
Alright. Well, whatever.
Well, at least somebody tried.
Yeah, somebody tried.
Nicholas Coppola, your dream lives on in people making fun of you.
Indeed. Well, we love you guys. We have been your YouTube Saints. That's it for us tonight. We'll see you on Wednesday for the midweek. And then a week from today for their late night Saints. And it's going to be fucking insane because as soon as I'm done with that, I'm going to have to go up to fucking Seattle for PAX. Jesus Christ.
That would really work for me, actually.
What's that?
Yeah. Oh, I'm just thinking of doing the Tony Stark goatee.
I'm actually thinking that maybe I might try and go up to PAX and actually, like, if you want to run it, maybe I'll call into you.
You know, that would be a good idea because the other alternative is me doing just mutton chops.
All right, we're leaving. Goodbye, everybody. Bye.
I'm gonna look like a 70s cop. That's the idea.
No, I put it in the wrong. I fucked it up. Hang on. I fucked it up. Hang on. We got to do that over again. Just erase that outro from your mind. All right, you ready?
Yeah. Mutton chops. Just think about like imagine there's no beard under here.
Good night, everybody. Okay.
The same thing.
Okay. No, I didn't fuck it up that
thing.
time. No, I didn't fuck it up this time.
I don't even know how you fucked it up the first time.
Well, the first time I was playing through like the regular like audio and shit, so it was like really cranked up, super loud.
What
is the outro song?
Is an outro song?
Yeah, we always play the same song. It's called Space Aliens Like Heavy Metal 2. by TechnoX. I've played that as the outro for every single episode for like 2 years.
Oh, I don't watch these things, so I didn't know.
Oh, okay. Well, nobody else does either, so that's fine. I'm out of wine. Fuck.
I'm gonna go drink whiskey down the street and look at all the pretty girls who never even look my way because I'm gonna take their eyeballs.
And then eat them or cast weird fucked up spells.
It's for my collection, dude. Don't be weird.
That's right. That's right. Don't be weird. Don't be weird.
That's what I'm gonna say to myself when I go down to the bar.